for Brett Kiza with his baseball buddy Parker Drake. Batting third, the catcher from Pomona, pitcher number 7, Will Parker with his baseball buddy Carter Hoyt. Batting fourth, the first baseman from North Park University, number 14, John Greenwood with his baseball buddy Connor Hoyt. Batting fifth, the DH from Eastern Mennonite University, number 23, Michael Duncan with his baseball buddy Jace Williams. Batting sixth, the right fielder from Kalamazoo, number 18, Luke Manders. He's joined by Hunter Rice. Batting seventh, left fielder number 26 from Pomona, pitcher Emmett Heath. He's joined by Zane Mills. Batting eighth, the second baseman number 19 from North Park University, Taylor Joseph. And he's joined by his baseball buddy Bryson Mullen. And batting ninth, the center fielder number 6 from Bethany Lutheran, Wyatt Argentiri. Joined by his baseball buddy Owen Hoyt. And on the mound for the Steamers in game 1 from SUNY Niagara, number 32, Ty Vogel. At this time, would you please rise and remove your hats?
First Heritage Federal Credit Union is proud to recognize the 21st Annual Everyday Heroes in our local high school communities with this week's Student Heroes. Students are selected based on their community involvement, tutoring and mentoring fellow students, and kindness shown to others. All heroes will receive a $50 Visa gift card, and one lucky student will receive a $1,000 grand prize. First Heritage is proud and grateful for these everyday heroes.
That number on the bottom of your insurance quote? It's far from the whole story. Are you receiving the coverage, advice, and advocacy you deserve? Price is only part of the equation. The other part? Making sure you're properly protected and backed by people who care. Together, let's build value.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
At Tim Hortons, we know it's much easier to stay focused in the mornings when you don't have to focus on breakfast. Freshly brewed, freshly cracked, baked daily. The $6 Tim's Trio, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons.
The Ryan Agency from the Canasteo Little League.
So hello everybody and welcome to NYCBL game between the Hornell Steamers and the Syracuse Saltcats. I'm Bob Plaisher, broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth here at Maple City Park. As we try to get our graphics and stuff straight here. Syracuse comes in with a 2-2 record. Hornell with a 1-3 record. There we go. Hornell in the blue. They start off on in the field first to start this game. Syracuse, obviously a double header here today. The game 2 will start around 6:30. So if you want to come down and you're in the Hornell area watching this game online, you can watch the next one at the ballpark. Let's give you a look at the fielders here for Hornell. And around the field, I should say. Pitching is Ty Vogel from Wellsville. Catching him is Will Parker. John Greenwood at first base. Taylor Joseph at second. Nolan Winthrop at short. Brett Kayesa at third. And X-Fang is not at left field. That is wrong. Wyatt Argenteri is playing center field. And Luke Menders is playing right field. I can't make that correction on that graphic, unfortunately. I don't know how that happened. So playing left field is going to be Emmett Heath. So
leading off the game for the Saltcats, the center fielder number 14 from Pace University, Brian White.
First one in the dirt. This is the second appearance I've seen Ty Vogel. He's been the first appearance that I've seen him play. He came and started one of Hornell's games earlier this year and struggled. Hopefully he gets the ship righted here, and I'm sure he will. One and one to Brian White. Brian White is from Yorktown Heights, New York. Goes to Pace University. 2-1. A windy day here at the Maple City Park. You're supposed to get rain starting at 2 o'clock today, and then the latest look at the weather forecast shows no rain at all. So that's a good sign. There's going to be a base hit.
Batting the first baseman, number 9 from Williams College, Oliver Ray.
Tried to turn 2, but unfortunate. As they do get the forced play on the fielder's choice, but an error leads to Ray advancing to second. Oliver Ray from Newport, Rhode Island. Goes to Williams College, so he gets on with the fielder's choice. Error. Brings up Mike Giamartino.
Coming to DH number 7, Mike Giamartino.
This one's going to fall in. Sending Ray home, and the first run on the board. Hi.
Now batting the catcher, number 22 from Salve Regina, Nick Russo.
Throw back over to first. Still nobody out here. 2 hits to start the game for the Syracuse, coming again with 2-2 record. One out, excuse me. This is Nick Russo, who was born and raised in Cedar Grove, New Jersey. Goes to Salve Regina University. This is at 6'3", 205 pounds. 2-1 the count. Russo lifts it into a gap. And Russo in with a sliding double, but probably could have went up standing up.
Opening the second baseman from Dartmouth, number 19, Mason Smith.
Brings up Mason Smith from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Goes to Dartmouth. Oh, and 2 to Mason. Chopper foul. Vogel. 1-2. Syracuse is a team coming into this game at a 250 ERA. On-base percentage just a little bit lower than 400. And there's a strikeout. So 2 down.
From Lincoln University, number 3, Sean Stoney.
Sean Stoney, 6'2", 200-pounder. From Rosendale. Sounds like I'm doing their wrestling weights here. A nice play. Oh, you don't have to worry about going out of bounds. He didn't really have to stop there, I don't think. I don't think you do. Now that I've seen that, I'm not even 100% sure myself. Why would he would have had to stop?
Salt Cat scored 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 seamer error, 2 runners left on base. At the end of half an inning on the Ryan AGC scoreboard, it's Syracuse 1, Hornell coming to bat. Can't make it to Maple City Board where you want to know all the steamers in on the road. Visit HornellSteamersBaseball.com for the latest news and statistics. You can hear and see the action of all 38 games on HornellSteamersBaseball.com and clicking on the team line link. You can also follow live action of each game by visiting nycblstats.com and clicking on the schedule link. And make sure to follow Steelers.
So today's game is brought to you by the Main Street Inn, located on Main Street in Hornell. For reservations, call 607-968-1148. The best place to stay, right in the middle of downtown Hornell. Walking distance to restaurants and shopping and stuff. So it is a great place, the Main Street Inn. Thanks, John Carbone. And of course, he also owns the Main Place Banquet and Conference Center, 251 Main Street, right across the street from the Main Street Inn. Looking to party, have a party, wedding, get together, funeral celebration, and more. They can do it at the Main Place. Dagan Funeral Home. Cremation services $19.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks, Jim Dagan, Laura Pico. It's the Dagan Funeral Home. The Dagan Funeral Home. Only $19.95 plus the crematory fee. The lowest prices in the area. The Decorator's Choice. Everything for your home at Decorator's Choice, from flooring, mattresses, bedding, furniture, window fashions, bedroom more, paint, and so much more. It's Decorator's Choice. Thanks, guys, at Decorator's Choice. And Dr. Spencer Wyand, Dr. John Wyand, his father, Dr. Rick Chakowski, Dr. Kevin Haken, and accepting new patients now. Back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. It's Wyand Chiropractic Associates. So, well, Raiders will now face, if I can say it right, Eamon Giblin who's from Syracuse, New York, so he's playing for his hometown Salt Cats. Goes to St. Bonaventure University, right down the road, if you don't know where that is, or Division I. About 45 to 50 minutes west of here on Route 86. So we'll see what he can offer here. While we do that, we'll give you today's game brought to you by Giovanni's Restaurant. The best pizza, wings, subs. They got that great salad bar now at Giovanni's. Stop in at Giovanni's, open 7 days a week. Giovanni's. And Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129. Providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 30 years. It's Dr. Pat Pico. And
leading on the first for the Steamers, the shortstop, number 8 from Pomona, Pittsburgh, Nolan Winthrop.
So Nolan Winthrop from Portland, Oregon, goes to Pomona Fitzer. Pomona Fitzer's out in California. We had a player from Pomona Fitzer last year on the team. Looks like the word's out. Caleb Cassidy played here last year, now stayed out on the West Coast with his family instead of coming all the way to East Coast, but he enjoyed his time here, he said, and so much so he told his teammates to head toward the East Coast. Well, not quite on the East Coast, but Nolan, 6'2", going into a sophomore year at Pomona Fitzer. Pomona Fitzer is actually 2 separate colleges that combined their sports programs. I looked into it last year. I don't remember exactly how far apart the 2 colleges are. If somebody wants to comment on online, you can do that. Count as 1 and 2. That one gets away 2 and 2. Brett Cayesa on deck. And there's a strikeout.
Now batting third baseman, number 24, Brett Chiesa.
Cayesa? Cayesa? Or he said Cayesa. The mother told me the other day, and I forgot to write it down phonetically when she left. And ooh, and hit by the pitch. That's the way to take it. They got ice bags. And they have a trainer here.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, from Pomona Pitzer, Will Parker.
Of course, another one from Pomona Fitzer from Piedmont, California. Brings up Will Parker. Parker takes a strike. Iman Giblin on the mound here. There's a few locals as well on the Syracuse team around the area. Manilas. There's a base hit.
Next up, first baseman from North Park University, number 14, John Greenwood.
Brings up John Greenwood. So 2 on, 1 out. We had Nolan Winthrop strikeout. Then Brett Kaiza got hit by the pitch, and then the hit there by Will Parker. 1-1 to Greenwood. John from Shorewood, Illinois goes to North Park. It's a chopper. And safe at first, so the fielder's choice. And Parker has to take a seat, so runners on the corners now. Actually, thank God for the slight breeze today, or it was a little bit more than a slight breeze, but it was hot out there, over 85 degrees, and humidity way up there.
Now batting the DH from Eastern Mennonite, number 23, Michael Duncan.
So Duncan, Arlington, Virginia fouls one off to 0-2. And he gets hit to load the bases. That's what you don't want to do, is have guys all bruised up. I'm glad I'm filming, not batting. Anytime I see that, I'm like, I'll stand behind it. Although I did get hit once by a foul ball right in the face. It glanced off the camera, because actually I'm behind the camera. It actually glanced off the camera, hit my cheek. Didn't do any damage, or it didn't really have any bruise after that, but enough to shock me. That was a couple years ago. Two and 0, nowhere to put them. Three and 0. Giblin throwing hard. I think he's got to slow it down a little bit and try to. There it is. Took a little off at that time and was able to get it right into the meat of the strike zone. And strike two, another nice pitch. This is again Luke Manders, and it strikes out ahead 3 and 0, and what a comeback.
Hornell had no runs on one hit. There are no errors, 3 runners up on base. At the end of one inning on the Ryan Agency scoreboard, it's Syracuse 1, Hornell 0. The Steamer organization would like to thank all their host families for their willingness to open our homes to our players. Host families are the lifeblood of our organization, and without you, we would not be able to bring NYSBL baseball to Hornell.
Blue welcomes you to Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
An accident can turn your life upside down in an instant. Pain, medical bills, time off work, it's overwhelming. And when you look to the insurance company for help, they don't see you. They don't see your family or what you've lost. To them, you're just a number, just dollars on a spreadsheet. Their job is to pay you as little as possible. At WDC Injury Law, we see the person behind the claim. We fight for your recovery, your future, and your peace of mind. If you've been hurt in New York, call 607-500-HURT.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
Okay, top of the second inning. Leading off for the Salt Cats, John Tom Show from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, goes to Montclair State. Two and 0 from Vogel. And that one fouled back. 2-1. Oh, they said he was safe. Let's take a look. It's hard to tell. That's why you got to get up, gun it. He's got to give him a better target to throw to as well. Take a look at that in just a second. Let's take a look at that again. I'll slow it down. Oh, he slipped, that's why. It's hard to tell, because the batter's in the way. Did he step on a bat? The bat? I'm not sure 100% why he slipped. He's on the bag or on the plate. He had plenty of time to get up and then throw it, but there's strike three.
That's another Community Bank strikeout. Top-ending right fielder from Lincoln University, number 18, Aaron Graves.
And it's going to be a base hit.
Now batting center fielder Brian White.
So White, top of the order, had a hit to lead off the game into center field. He's 1 for 1. 2 outs. And that's the 3rd out.
Syracuse had no runs on, 1 hit, there are no errors, and 1 runner left on base at the end of 1.5 innings. On the Ryan AGC scoreboard, it's Syracuse 1 and Hornell 0. The Ryan AGCs and Hornell Wells and Jasper are proud to sponsor the Hornell Steamers. Insurance protection you can rely on the Ryan AGCs.
Let's get Stevie, come on! Get Stevie, yeah, come on!
Today's game is brought to you by the Logo Print Company across from the Hornell High School, looking for embroidery, screen printing, laser engraving, banners, billboards, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, anything you need, they can do at the Logo Print Company. And by St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department, where champions are cheered on, injured, they've got you covered. St. James Hospital's Orthopedics. There's Dr. Andrew Wilhelm and his staff. Andrew's to the far left there. And of course, Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lots of Simmons and Rockwell in Hornell. Up there, and it's easy to get to, even though the construction is going on Route 36. Shouldn't have any trouble finding Simmons and Rockwell. WDC Injury Law from Corning, New York. It's Welch, Donlin, and Zarples. 607-500 Hertz. WDC Injury Law. Thanks, guys and gals. I say guys as in a non-female male way. And Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 382-0836. Chad Gilio, thanks for his service. And for all your plumbing, heating, air conditioning, cooling needs, 607-382-0836. Another Pomona Fitzer popped up. Didn't get a chance to say him. That's Emmett Heath from Los Altos, California.
Second baseman from North Park University, number 19, Taylor Joseph.
Brings up Taylor Joseph from Jefferson, Wisconsin, goes to North Park. Foul that one off. Crowd is slowly filling in here. I know people are working and stuff like that, but a decent crowd for an afternoon game. And now that the sun isn't beating on everybody, if you're just joining us, we were supposed to have thunder and rain, but it got pushed back. I don't even see it on the list here until tomorrow now. Oh, I do see it on the list. Oh, no. It's come back. 6 o'clock, it says it starts. Lightning and thunder. If that's the case, we are in a bad area, and I'm not under any kind of cover, so we may have to take a shelter, especially if it's lightning. So, of course, they won't play if it's lightning. Popped up. Nice job by Brian White coming in from center.
Coming, the center fielder from Bethany Lutheran, number 6, Wyatt Argentiri.
So Wyatt Argentiri. Hornell's batting average is kind of a very low 218 coming into today's game with a 346 on base percentage, slugging percentage of 290, but just, you know, they score a lot of runs in one game. Of course, they get on in errors, but helps the on base, but not the slugging, or not the batting averages as well. Oh, and 2 to Wyatt. Argenteri grounds out for the third out. And we go to the third.
Hornell goes down in order in the second. At the end of 2 innings on the Ryan Agency scoreboard, it's Syracuse 1 and Hornell 0. The third inning brought to us by our friends at Wyans Chiropractic. Wyans has been serving the Hornell area for 30 years, providing...
We said we'd never take our eyes off them. Never let them be spoiled. And we'd never put them in harm's way. As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
You rush out. You rush to school. You rush to work. But this is how you win the rush. Save the morning with the new Smoky Maple Bacon on your breakfast sandwiches. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Okay, welcome back. Ty Vogel pitching and Will Parker at behind the plate. John Greenwood at first, Taylor Joseph at first, Nolan Winthrop at short, Brett Cayesa at third, Luke Menders at right, Wyatt Argenteri center, and X-Fang is not playing right. I apologize about that. That is Emmett Heath. So it's a strike. Other games happened today. The Dansville Gliders defeated the Rochester Ridgemen 11-3. That game in Dansville. Bottom of the second, Genesee Rapids, who are in first place. That one's fouled out. They're up 5-2 over the Cheryl Silversmith. A lot of doubleheaders today. In Watertown, top of the seventh, Watertown leads the Horseheads Hitmen 9-7. That game in Horseheads. Two and two. Aaron Graves, who had hit into left field, 1 for 1. And takes, strike 3. Let's take a look here where this ball is on the pitch. Of course, Vogel will take it. Wow. Well, Argenteri back steps for the second out.
Now batting, number 22, Nick Russo.
Brings up Nick Russo, who had a hit in the center in the first. It's 1 for 1. Three and one. One run on 4 hits for Syracuse. Just one hit for Hornell. And there's a walk. Fans not happy with the strike zones here. See what we can see on this play, or on this pitch. Oof. That was a ball, definitely. I don't know what the fans were asking for. So 2 outs. So Russo, the lone runner at first. And strike 3.
That's a Community Bank strikeout. Syracuse had no runs on, no hits, there were no errors, and 1 runner left on base at the end of 2.5 innings. Syracuse continues to lead 1-0. The Steamers would like to thank their game day sponsors, Welliver, Simmons Rockwell, Danzo Muffler Brakes, Giovanni's, Bishop Johnson and DeSanto Funeral Homes, First Heritage Federal Credit Union, and the Ryan Agencies.
Today's game is brought to you by First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account that pays you. Stop at one of their several locations throughout the southern tier of New York. It's First Heritage Federal Credit Union, corner of Maze and Seneca Street. It's actually, you can, if one of these buildings were over here, you could see it from where I am. It's called Hometown Advantage. The best deal in education is at Alfred State College. Hit the ground running with a degree from Alfred State College. It's $2,000 or more for every year you attend Alfred State College. That's a great deal. That's above and beyond any kind of scholarships or money that Grandma and Grandpa are going to give you. Just an awesome deal. And speaking of Alfred State College, there it is. I want to congratulate Tom Kenny. That was the picture that was posted today, and on social media, and Tom is officially, it's the official retirement of Tom Kenny. It's one of those ones that just when he thinks he's out, they pull him back in type thing. He's been around for a long time, has coached several teams, and there's jerseys for all the teams that he's coached over the years. Just absolutely amazing. If you want to go to Peisch Sports Instagram and Facebook, we did break down some of his stats over the years. He was one of the founding members here of the Hornell Dodgers back in 1994. And, of course, managed and coached the Dodgers as well. Alfred State College, a long career, and brought that program to prominence. So his son, Jake Kenny, is... I don't see his son. He's usually right here. I can see him, but I don't see him. Once I get a shot of him, I'll bring him out and show you. His son is the coach as well. He's one of the assistants here for the Dodgers, or for the Steamers. I got Dodgers in my head. Popped up. Easy play for Stoney. Sean Stoney. 1 pitch, 1 out. So Winthrop pops out. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Kayeza up. And they say he got him. Looked like he got him from my angle, but we'll take another peek. Doesn't hurt to peek at the replay. Yep, looks like he was out. So Will Parker, I don't get a chance to even put balls and strikes up because they're 1 pitch and out, 2 out, with 2 pitches, 2 outs. Will Parker.
That's the first heritage Federal Credit Union 50 Center. Return that foul ball to the souvenir stand and receive.
Had the first hit for the Steamers in the first inning into left field. So Stoney calls him off. And the 3rd out, just like that. We're going to the 4th. We'll be back.
Opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
If you get hurt at work, you want to be able to turn to a professional you can trust. Someone on your side, with the experience to tell you exactly how things will go. Helping you get your life back together. If you get hurt at work, call 262-COMP today and get the results you deserve.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
So welcome back. Beautiful day here in the Maple City.
For Syracuse, shortstop number 3, Sean Stoney.
Sixth position, Sean Stoney, who popped out to first base in the first. Takes a ball from Ty Vogel. Toss in ball number 1. Remember that game if you went to the carnivals growing up? Called I Got It, and there's a strike. Somebody said around here, I don't know if it's the Cancerega Legion, that they play the game I Got It. And I'm not sure if they have the carnival truck that it was. Remember, it used to be put under a tent, and you would toss in balls, like toss ball number 1 in, and then you'd try to get the ones in a row or whatever it was, and you'd win prize. A lot of fun. 1 and 2. Stoney, the shortstop, goes to Lincoln University. From Rosedale, New York. And there's strike 3. Nice pitch from Ty, and Hornell not paying attention. What's going on with the around the horn? I don't think they knew there was two strikes.
Now batting the left fielder, number 30.
I think that's what was going on. The ball went into the outfield. Brings up John Tom Show. There's the Montclair State, 6'1", under 200 pounds. 2-0 to him. If this game ends, about 20 minutes before 6:30 or ends up on time, the next game will start at 6:30. This one popped play. Oh, it almost went to a car. You have to admit it, everybody's rooting for it, that it's a car. Not me though, no, I don't want to see any damage. Wouldn't make for good TV, good streaming. Oh, nice snag. Oh, and he couldn't hang on to it. I think he had time to make the play. I think if he gets up and
batting the third baseman,
doesn't try throwing off his back foot,
number 5.
that he makes that, but tough call. It's a nice play, beautiful play. Counted as an infield hit by the official scorekeeper. But brings up Chase Franz. Ooh, was he on the base? Double play? No, they said he wasn't on the base, so let's check it out. I didn't think he was either. Ooh, I think he was. I think his foot was still dragging. Unless it was behind the plate, it's tough to tell. Let's take a look at it again here. Got the ball? Jeez, that is unless he was behind the plate, it looked like to me he was on. He was touching the plate with a drag, but Officials umpires a lot closer than I am. Oop, there we go. So no harm done after all that.
No runs, 1 hit.
So no runs, 1 hit.
1 man left on.
No errors that time.
After 3.5 innings of play on the Ryan UC scoreboard, Syracuse 1, Hornell 0.
Go to the bottom of the 4th. Don't think we actually put the official starting lineup here
Constructing communities for 125 years. Welliver has worked hard to
for the Hornell Steamers. There's your lineup. Winthrop, Caissa, Parker, Greenwood, Duncan, Menders, Heath, Joseph, and Argentieri. And, of course, Ty Vogel on the mound. So we go to the bottom of the 4th as I trying to keep my own book here so I kind of sound more knowledgeable. Today's game is brought to you by Wilkins Auto Sales for car haulers, utility trailers, dump trailers. They do have a car occasionally or a truck available for sale once in a while, always quality, but their main focus is on car haulers, utility trailers, dump trailers just outside the Hornell city limits. It's Wilkins Auto Sales. And Lamax now if you want cars, trucks, and vans, especially work trucks and work vans, with specialty things from generators, lighting, rack mounts, and stuff like that. You got to go to Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Inch Tire and Auto just down the street here from Hornell High School. Log into Lamax Automax at 2x's.com. Lamax.
Leading off the 4th for the Steamers, first baseman number 14, John Greenwood.
Greenwood fouls one off, out of play. Greenwood hit into that fielder's choice in the first inning. One and one. Giblin still on the mound here for the Salt Cats. I want to thank all my friends and viewers from the Syracuse area and around the country. And this is going to... Oh. Drove it. Easy play that time by White.
Now batting the designated hitter number 23, Michael Duncan.
For one down. Brings up Duncan, Michael. And that's a fair ball. Duncan heading to second and standing up. So one out, double by Duncan.
The right fielder number 18, Luke Menders.
Brings up Luke Menders, who struck out in the first. Foul tips that for 1-1. Menders from Kalamazoo College. Lives in Onstead. I hope I'm saying that right. Onstead, Michigan. Had a great conversation with his parents. Real nice parents. Real nice folks. What I was going to say. They're real nice. They're real nice. Drove them out. Went back. 2-2. Kalamazoo lost in the semifinals to Denison. Denison was the eventual Division III World Series champion. Powerhouse out of Ohio. And strike three looking.
Now batting the left fielder, number 26.
Emmett Heath popped out to left field in the first. So for 1. That's inside. Don't forget, if you're watching on the NYCBL app, you can also watch on Peisch Sports YouTube channel. If you want to make some comments and tell me what the weather's like where you are and any questions or anything, watch on Peisch Sports YouTube channel. Peisch is spelled P-E-I-S-H. Here's a base hit. Hornell's going to tie it up on an RBI double.
Now batting the second baseman, number 19, Taylor Joseph.
Gonna be a trip to the mound. Just a reminder, if you're in town or live in the area, obviously the Hornell Kiwanis Club, which I'm president of, is having its Father's Day car show. Every dollar you give us or we raise goes right back out into this Can of Steel community. $20 to register your antique car. Doesn't have to be antique, could be a new car. We don't care. And then $2 to visit up at Canacadea Park. Over 200 vehicles on display. And of course, all you can eat. I'm not saying we pay for everything you eat, but there's plenty of food vendors there for you to buy stuff. Speaking of food, one of my great sponsors is Tim Hortons. Try that smoky maple bacon, add it to your favorite breakfast sandwich, a farmer's wrap, croissant, English muffin. Am I the only one that doesn't like croissants? Somebody brought something over to me the other day and it had a croissant texture, and I was like, don't ever buy that for me again. Just never been a big croissant fan. Maybe it's just too airy. I like meaty, meaty bread. Strike. So 2 outs. This is Taylor Joseph, who popped out to center in the second inning. It's low 1-2. And if you're watching on YouTube too, you can also. There's a hot shot. Gets through. Oh, and the ball took a little. That's what you get. And the fields aren't the best when they're not rolled all the time or maintained. So Hornell takes the lead. Watch this ball kick right there. Whoa. There are sprinklers out there. So I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. Maybe it was a gopher hole or a mole. What else digs up? Yards. Grubs. So Hornell takes a 2-1 lead here. 1 run on 5 hits for the Salt Cats. And it's a nice game by Giblin as he comes out. Today's game is brought to you by Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Need a house built? How about one torn down and then built? They do everything from ground up. They also have a septic cleaning service. If you need your car repaired, they have diesel mechanics as well on site. How about the Italian Villa? If you're visiting Hornell from out of town and you come to visit and watch your star baseball player play, make sure you take a trip to the Italian Villa right up the road here on Seneca Street. Open Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights. Only not open for lunch, only open for dinner. But I tell you, you get one meal, you buy one meal, and you end up with 3 days worth of leftovers. It's absolutely delicious. So thanks to the Italian Villa. John and Dagan, general and trial practice, serving the Southern Tier since 1989. It's John and Dagan, 607-324-6690. John and Dagan. And the Ryan Agency's insurance protection you can rely on for home, auto, business, motorsports. It's Jeff Ryan, insurance protection you can rely on from the Ryan Agencies. And by Connors and Ferris with offices in Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, New York City. It's Connors and Ferris. Noah Bannock in pitching now for the Salt Cats. Noah from Brick, New Jersey. I've heard of Brick, New Jersey, believe it or not.
Now pitching for
Goes
the
to Pace.
Cats. From Pace University, number 17, Noah Bannock. Now batting for the Steamers, the center field, number 6.
So Noah Bannock
Wyatt Argent.
will face Wyatt Argentieri. Argentieri grounded out to second base in the second, is 0 for 1. Broke his bat, looks like. Oh, no, it didn't. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong person. Coming off. So Joseph down to second on the. I wasn't sure if it was a wild pitch or I didn't see it, so or a pass ball. 1-1 to Arge. Takes a strike. Joseph, the lone runner here with 2 outs. And this one popped out of play behind me. Six foot 2, 205. 2-2. He's going into his sophomore year at Pace. Arden Terry goes to Bethany Lutheran. He's from Hornell, New York here, homegrown. I've had the pleasure of filming him playing soccer, basketball, and baseball all the years I've done it. And watching him since he was a little kid come through. I did Little League games with him and swings through that one. So the strikeout. I don't know what's going on here. People are throwing balls. It's the second one we've seen thrown after a strikeout and nobody in the area are overthrown. They got to work on around the horn. Of course, it might not be that familiar to them, so we'll be back.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
First Heritage Federal Credit Union is proud to recognize the 21st Annual Everyday Heroes in our local high school communities with this week's Student Heroes. Students are selected based on their community involvement, tutoring and mentoring fellow students, and kindness shown to others. All heroes will receive a $50 Visa gift card, and one lucky student will receive a $1,000 grand prize. First Heritage is proud and grateful for these everyday heroes.
So Brian White. My laptop, and if you watched the game the other day, it is broken. I had to take it in, and you're basically going to put all new drives and everything in it for me. And broken bat. When I got my A23 Galaxy smartphone, it came with a free iPad, or not iPad, Samsung Galaxy tablet, whatever. And it came free, and it's real nice. I just hardly ever use it. I might have used it once or twice in the last 2 years, or 2 or 3 years whenever I got it. And but with a laptop, I'm going to see if this works. And it actually has a mobile service right to it and everything. I'm using the 5G, and I'm able to access. I don't even need the laptop anymore. I didn't realize this, but it's nice to have anyways. With this tablet, I'm able to access all my accounts and everything and get into YouTube to make changes. And this one poked. It's going to be up against the fence. Oh, it looked like he was in. Let's take a look. I'm not 100% sure. But nice relay. Maybe he was out. That's a tough one. He might have been out. That's from the bang-bang aspect of it.
Now batting, first baseman number 9, Oliver Ray.
Let's take a look here again. because his foot was up there, maybe. And like I said, the official's right there, and interesting. Very interesting. The only thing I have to do is in my new tab, or my tablet I decided to use. Two down. Nice play by Joseph.
Number 7, Mike Giamartino.
Brings up Giamartino. Martino had the RBI. The first run of the game was by Martino into right field. And also popped out to center. It's 1 for 2. Joseph over to Greenwood for the third out.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. After 4.5 innings of play on the Ryan HC scoreboard, Steamers 2, Saltcats 1. Fans, make sure to join us when the Steamers battle the Dansville Gliders this season. All the games here, basically partner sponsored by.
Today's game is brought to you by Ed's Computers, who is working on my laptop. See how happy that laptop looks? That's what I want my laptop to be, all happy when it comes back. 180 Main Street in Hornell. Ed's Computers. That's Ed Flight Sales and Service. He also builds my network system and my towers as well that I do all my editing and stuff on. So thanks, Ed. Maple City Collision Auto Body Repair Shop and their new location on Route 66. So thanks, Maple City Collision. And Twin Hickory, over 60 years of great golf from the Sherburne family. Dave and Liz Sherburne. Log on to twinhickorygolfclub.com. You can check out membership rates and buy a gift certificate for that loved one. It's Twin Hickory. So leading things off is the leadoff batter, Nolan Winthrop. And so he'll be leading things off here in, what are we, in the bottom of the 5th. Remember, this game is only a 7th inning game because it is a doubleheader. The second game is scheduled to start at 6:30. May start a little bit sooner. I'm not sure what they do now, to be honest with you. If there's a quick game, do they start it sooner? Because Syracuse does have a good 2-hour, maybe 45-minute drive back home. So we'll see what they decide to do. So stay tuned for that. It will be a new stream if you're watching on YouTube. It will, I think, also as on the NYCBL broadcast network too. It'll also be a new stream. Winthrop all the way from Oregon. Oregon. One and two. That's low. 2 and 2. I'd like to get a couple insurance run if you're the Steamers. Obviously, Saltcats looking to put them down 1, 2, 3. And the wind Just enough. If you can see the wind blowing out to the outfield, there's the flag. I think if the wind was blowing in, that would have been a base hit. Ifs, ands, or buts.
Now batting the third baseman, number 24, Brett Chiesa.
Brett Chiesa. Brett earned a hard way in the first by getting hit by the pitch, then grounded out to short in the fourth. Is 0 for 1. Looking at a 2-0 count here. Pops that one off for 2-1. I think they're officially done with the turf over there. The new artificial surface they put on the, I'm guessing, but because I don't see any of the product anymore. 2-2. That's low full count. Low and Bannock on the mound here. Full count. Fights that one off. Don't forget to give the channel a like if you're watching on YouTube. Really appreciate it. It helps us financially. I do not get paid from anybody but my advertisers. They are the ones that allow us to bring you this great broadcast, or I think it's a great broadcast. You may think otherwise. You can press the thumbs down if you want. Please don't, unless you really hate it. Popped up wind is going to be an issue. Not. I say it would have been an issue, but no issue for Mason. Smith.
Now batting the catcher, number 7.
2 down.
Will Parker.
Parker 1 for 2. Had a hit in the first and then popped out to short in the third. Piedmont, California. For those watching from California, I mentioned the other day that I go out there. I've been out there more than a few times. Oh, just out of the reach. Been out to Lake Elsinore, south of Los Angeles, a couple times.
Now batting the first baseman, number 14, John Greenwood.
Of course, I've been to San Francisco, LA on different trips. San Diego, drove up Highway 1. And to Santa Barbara, which I think where Pomona Fitzer is out that way. I had cousins. I still have cousins that live in Santa Barbara. Goleta, I should say. California. Green would drop, hit into a fielder's choice, then the line drive out is 0 for 2. One and two. Two and two. Picture perfect on that throwdown to complete it.
The run's one hit, no errors, and one man left on base.
That number on the bottom of your insurance quote, it's far from the whole story. Are you receiving the coverage, advice, and advocacy you deserve? Price is only part of the equation. The other part? Making sure you're properly protected and backed by people who care. Together, let's build value.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
At Tim Hortons, we know it's much easier to stay focused in the mornings when you don't have to focus on breakfast. Freshly brewed, freshly cracked, baked daily. The $6 Tim's Trio, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons.
Big Blue welcomes you to Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
An accident can turn your life upside down in an instant. Pain, medical bills, time off work, it's overwhelming. And when you look to the insurance company for help, they don't see you. They don't see your family or what you've lost. To them, you're just a number, just dollars on a spreadsheet. Their job is to pay you as little as possible. At WDC Injury Law, we see the person behind the claim. We fight for your recovery, your future, and your peace of mind. If you've been hurt in New York, call 607-500-HURT.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
22, Nick Russo.
So Nick Russo leads things off here, top of the 6th inning. Hornell with a 1-run lead, 2-1. I'm not going to speak too soon, but remember, I'm going to tell you something at the end of this game. I don't want to jinx anybody. Oh, 1-2. Alex Spezzano is now pitching for Hornell. He's from Leroy, New York. Goes to Hobart. Hobart's one of those schools that is Division I in certain sports and not in others. I don't think they are in baseball, but they definitely are in lacrosse. And there's strike three. Nice pitching by Spezzano.
That's another Community Bank strikeout.
Had a chance to film him too throughout the years because Hornell plays Leroy in just about every sport. And Spezzano, a great athlete from the Oakton Knights. They do have a strange name, the Oakton Knights. Oatkan Knights. I forget, I did look it up one time of what they are, what that means. This is Mason Smith, who struck out twice. Once in the first, once in the third, is 0 for 2. Like the fans, whoa, yeah. Different grunts and. It's low. He thought about chasing it. And there's strike three. Nice pitch by Spezzano.
That's another Community Bank strikeout. Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Sean Stoney.
And that's it, of course, early on in the season, these players only play, no, not all of them, obviously. Some of them have been, slowly making their way to Hornell. I think everyone's here now, but not everyone was here for the first few games. And Colin Johnson, the head coach for the Steamers, has done a good job of mixing everybody in, trying to get the strengths and weaknesses, and I'm sure he's done his due diligence in studying the team, but the college careers too as well, and knowing what they're good at. And this was basically the starting lineup, almost the starting lineup from the first game of the season. Ty Vogel, look at this, someone running it, one of the players. 1-2. This is Sean Stoney, the shortstop. Sean 0 for 2, the pop-up to first base in the first inning and a strikeout in the fourth. How do you like me now, Spezzano? 3 strikeouts.
That 1-2-3 inning is brought to you by Clean.
1-2-3 by Spezzano. Good job.
607-324-0552. After 5.5 innings of play on the Ryan AC scoreboard, Steamers 2, Saltcats 1.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. Awesome pitching by Spezzano. So Hornell will move to the bottom of the 6th. Game time right now at 1 hour and 30 minutes. So quite efficient defensively here today for both teams. Again, if you're just joining us, Syracuse Saltcats coming with a 2-2 record. The Hornell Steamers 1-3, so this would be a good victory if they can That wasn't what I was going to tell you to speak too quickly, but this would be a nice victory, obviously, for both teams. Syracuse would love to move to 3-2, and Hornell would love to move to 2-3. So.
Attention, please. Now playing third base for the Saltcats.
Oh, third base.
From Marist University, number 25, Aiden Lopez.
Today's game brought to you by the Main Place. Looking for a great place to have a party? How about the Banquet and Conference Center at the Main Place on Main Street in Hornell? Thanks, John Carbone at the Main Place. And Dagan Funeral Home. Cremation service is only $19.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks, Jim Dagan, Laura Pico. Dagan Funeral Home. Cremation service only $19.95. Michael Duncan to lead things off. The players didn't like the call. I didn't see what it was. Let's see if we can see it on the replay here. Did he call a strike? Let's take a look at it again. He appealed to the first base umpire. Let's see. Oh, he said that's what it was. It wasn't the pitch so much as if he went around it all. Yep, okay. You can only do one thing at a time. Look at the whether the ball was a strike or not, and whether he swung or not. Oh, and 2. Ooh, high and inside. Duncan had that RBI double in the 4th. Counted for one of the runs in the 2-1 lead here. Slow roller. And Duncan goes down.
Now batting the right fielder, number 18, Luke Menders.
Brings up Luke Menders. Menders with a couple strikeouts. One and 2 to Menders. Again, doubleheader here today. Hornell. Next game is supposed to start at 6:30, but we'll see how quick this game. I'm not sure if they move it up or not because of Syracuse's having to travel. So, Menders gets on. One and 1 to Emmett Heath. Counted for the other run as he drove in an RBI. So they took a chance. And I think he kind of knew. He didn't even slide toward the bag or was way short, but he knew once he was thrown over to first. Of course, left-handed thrower, left-handed pitcher, not left-handed thrower, left-handed pitcher. Dropped it. Nice tough play though. That was a good try, but a tough play. Everyone kind of converging on that, but what are you going to do? Mason Smith was over there first, I think, had the best opportunity.
Taylor Joseph.
Plus, he could eye the ball all the way into his glove, even though it did come up short. And it was a tough play, but at least he had, I think, the best vision. Stoney, don't let him coming from short. Well, I'd like to get that insurance run. Taylor Joseph. 1 for 2. He has an RBI. And strike 3. So we go to the top of the 7th.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 6 innings of play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard, Steamers 2, Saltcats 1.
Today's game brought to you by Decorator's Choice. Everything for your home at Decorator's Choice, from flooring, mattresses, bedding, furniture, window fashions, Benjamin Moore paint, and so much more. Thanks. Decorator's Choice, Dan and Maureen Broughton. And by Dr. Spencer Wine, Dr. Rich Chakowski, Dr. Kevin Hagan. Accepting new patients now. Back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Thanks, guys. 607-324-7246. Wine Chiropractic. Giovanni's. What's for dinner tonight? What's for breakfast? Or not breakfast. What's for lunch tomorrow? Hey, Giovanni's off. The owner's right here watching. Maybe I'll tell him to open up for breakfast from now on. How about breakfast pizza at Giovanni's? That would be delicious. Everything else is delicious there. I'm sure the breakfast pizza would be too. I think you can have him make breakfast pizza. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to ask him. For different times of the day. How about Dr. Pat Pico? Thanks, Dr. Pico was my doctor, but then my insurance companies made me switch to a local doctor instead of having to travel to Wellsville. But he was a great doctor and is a great doctor. Thanks, Dr. Pat Pico. The Logo Print Company across from the Hornell High School. Embroidery, screen printing, laser engraving, and everything. From hats, t-shirts, hoodies. There's the machine that does the hat run. Thanks to the Logo Print Company. St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department, where champions are cheered on. Injured, they've got you covered.
Left fielder number 30, John Tomshow.
Tomshow up. Thanks, St. James Hospital. So top of the 7th. Spezzano still on the mound here. Struck out the side in the 6th. Threw the fastball past him. That ball would still be traveling if the catcher wasn't there. Spezzano's got good motion, good form, and 3-pitch strikeout by Spezzano.
That's another Community Bank strikeout.
I'm sure in his wildest dreams growing up, he was never going to wear a shirt that said Hornell on it. Being from Leroy, and Hornell has a friendly rivalry with, I don't know if it's that friendly, but it's, I enjoy the games with Leroy. Oh. Disappointment, it's a ball. I was hoping for another 3-pitch strike, or 3 strike out. Hector Gonzalez at the plate for, sorry, Hector, I forgot to check who was at bat here. Is that right? Or Hector Gonzalez the first batter? That's number 11. Oh, I got the wrong, not Hector Gonzalez. I apologize. Yeah, Hector Gonzalez. Brings up Aaron Graves. Gonzalez from Liverpool, New York, goes to UMass Lowell, their Division I. Thanks for the likes, those that are watching on the YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. The more likes, the better. You can also subscribe, press the notification button. I think you have to be logged into Google, your Google account to like it. Tell you, Spezzano puts that ball in the right place, too, for a pickoff. He's out. Yes. That was a great move. Quick move to swing around and get that by Joseph. Whoop. Beautiful play. And a strike 3. I apologize, I didn't have an Spezzano. I wanted to get Joseph a little love there. And Hornell wins it.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left out.
I forgot it was down to their last strike, actually. So I apologize about that, but they do win. A good way to start the first game.
In just about 30 minutes.
So about 30 minutes, they say. So what time is it right now? It is 5:49. So about 6:20, we will start the next game. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. The next game will be a 7-inning game too. You still have time if you're in the area to get out here and watch the second game. I'm sure it will probably fill up a little bit more after this. So thanks everybody. We'll be back with remember, it'll be a new stream on the YouTube channel, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it will be on the NYCBL app as well. And then we'll also be joined and be streaming or broadcasting on WWON TV out of New York City for the second game as well. It's WWN 48 out of New York. So we'll see you, and we'll be back for the next game in a little bit.
We said we'd never take our eyes off them. Never let them be spoiled. And we'd never put them in harm's way. As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
You rush out. You rush to school. You rush to work. But this is how you win the rush. Save the morning with the new smoky maple bacon on your breakfast sandwiches. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
If you get hurt at work, you want to be able to turn to a professional you can trust. Someone on your side, with the experience to tell you exactly how things will go. Helping you get your life back together. If you get hurt at work, call 262-COMP today and get the results you deserve.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney.